Alright, so here's my wheatgrass. It came out really good. I kind of want to lay on it more than I want to juice it. But it's the final day of growing, so what we're going to do is harvest a little bit and make my first shot of wheatgrass juice. So we're going to see how that tastes, and I'll let you guys know in a second. So, okay, so to harvest the wheatgrass, which you're going to want to harvest the entire tray, basically cut off the entire tray and store it in a Ziploc bag in the refrigerator for up to like 2 to 3 days, I would say. But just to cut a little bit off now to make our juice, I'm going to harvest only a little section. So some people use scissors for this. What I'm going to do is use a really sharp knife. So you're just going to grab a section and cut as close. Okay, is this a sharp knife? Yeah, I'm going to get a sharper knife, but you're going to want to try to cut as close to the white part as you can. And once you harvest the whole tray, what you're going to be able to do is actually sit the wheatgrass back out in the sunlight and continue to water it as you have been. And hopefully you should get a second harvest from it. So we're also going to test that out later, but for right now, what you're going to want to do is take the wheatgrass that you did cut, feed it into the Lexen Healthy Juicer upside down, and just start the hand crank. Oh, and I forgot to mention, before you start cranking, make sure you get like a little container to just sit right here at the opening, because this opening is actually going to push pulp out. So you're going to need something there to catch it. And this smells actually really good for it being grass. It smells really sweet, and I don't know, healthy. Alright, so it looks like that's enough of that. So now what we're going to want to do is harvest some more. Alright, well I was going to get another knife, but I see scissors here, so I'm just going to go with that. What we're going to do is take another section and snip it. Feed it in upside down. And it will just pull it in there. So I don't know how much is going to make a shot. I don't have 1 ounce shot glasses. I only have like 1.5 to 2 ounce shot glasses. I'm a little bit of a lush when it comes to alcohol. But so I'm going to start with a 1.5 ounce shot of wheatgrass juice today. But it's recommended that you only start with 1 ounce of wheatgrass juice and work your way up. But I mean, I'm a pretty big guy and I've basically been eating grass for a pretty long time, so I think my stomach will be able to handle it. But for those with a lighter stomach or a palate that isn't used to raw and naturally healthy elements like this, then I would suggest just starting small with the 1 ounce. We're going to keep doing this. This is so much fun. I'm such a nerd, but this is really fun. And if for some reason your grass doesn't feed down into that, it comes with this, which actually locks the suction cup feature underneath this stand so it doesn't move while you're trying to juice your stuff. But you can also use it to push down your juiceables. So that's another added feature that's really cool. And again, this was only $45 on Amazon, free shipping. So not a bad deal at all. Okay, this looks really funny, but I'm just gonna rip that off. Okay, maybe not. You can kind of use this tray as a guide where you should cut. You should cut like rest your knife or your scissors on the tray and then cut there. That'll make sure you're close enough to the base without being too close that you're like juicing soil. Alright, so from just juicing that little section alone, this is how much juice we got out of the Lexen Healthy Juicer. And here's my shot glass. Again, this is 1.5 ounces, and I got this from my friend Bobby for like my birthday or something. It was a really nice gift set, came with 2 shot glasses. I love Jameson. But anyway, I'm gonna try to fill this up and see where it stops. Oh wow, okay. So definitely 1.5 ounces in there, and I still have some left. All right, well I have my 1.5 shots of wheatgrass juice. I'm gonna go ahead and drink it and let you guys know what I think. Oh my God, that's not grass. What? This is amazing. This tastes really good. Listen, it doesn't taste like, you know, Jesus tears and Beyonce sweat, but it tastes so good. Like, it's really sweet, surprisingly sweet. The aftertaste kind of tastes like caramel macchiato from like Starbucks, like that sugary, it tastes like Splenda almost, like that sugary taste you get from like a coffee house, like really sugary drink. But the main taste tastes like apples. I love this stuff. It's great. So everything just got really bright. Yeah, everything definitely got brighter. Anyway, I love this stuff, but one important thing I forgot to mention is that you should always do your wheatgrass juice first thing in the morning. Before you eat anything, make sure you do it on an empty stomach so that it's easier for the nutrients and the enzymes and all that good stuff to absorb into your system. What I'm going to do now is go ahead and harvest the entire tray, store it in a Ziploc bag, and just keep it in the crisper in the fridge to keep it fresh for 2 to 3 days. Okay, so I just wanted to explain to you all why you may want to include wheatgrass juice into your diet. And aside from it tasting so good, it also contains 100 of the minerals that we need on a day-to-day basis, so that's great. It's 70% chlorophyll, which is important for all blood-related diseases. It naturally forms hemoglobins or something like that. I'm sure like a nursing major will be able to give you a better description of what that means, but it also decomposes radicals in the body to slow down the aging process and even helps keep your hair from graying. So stops growth from bacteria. It stops bacteria growth in your body to keep you healthy. It also detoxifies your liver. So maybe like after a night of heavy drinking, a shot of wheatgrass juice in the morning will do you wonders. Also, quick tip, drink a can of Sprite in the morning. It actually, I'll explain it in another video, but it helps your hangover. It also gets drugs out of your system. So if you got a job interview coming up, you might want to try wheatgrass juice and a lot of exercise. Not that I have any experience with that. And it gets rid of toxins, it purifies the liver, it improves blood sugar problems for the diabetics out there, it increases function of many of your organs, and nutritionally speaking, 1 ounce of wheatgrass juice equals 2 pounds of fresh produce. So I have all the nutritional value of 2 pounds. Actually, I did 1.5, so like 300 pounds, or no, I'm sorry, 3 pounds of fresh produce just from drinking that 1.5 ounce shot glass of wheatgrass juice. So I'm really excited about that, and really excited to continue juicing to see what type of health benefits I feel. Like I might be a little too hyped, maybe getting ahead of myself right now, but I already feel like I have a lot more energy from taking the wheatgrass juice, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, it also reduces high blood pressure, which I really need because I have super high blood pressure. I don't know why, but I'm trying to work on it. And these have all been studied and tested. Some of the claims wheatgrass, people who take wheatgrass juice have found is that it shrinks tumors, it really boosts your immune system, and some have even said that they've cured their cancer with wheatgrass, which is phenomenal. Crazy to even think that juicing grass that grows outside can cure you of cancer, but I mean, you never know. If you know someone, a loved one in that situation, I mean, you should be trying everything to keep them around longer, right? So give them some wheatgrass, put them on a wheatgrass diet. Of course, if their doctor says it's okay, I guess you have to talk to a physician or something like that, but definitely get them on wheatgrass juice to see if it has any results, because I mean, if it worked for a couple people, it should work for a few others, and maybe your loved one will be part of that small percentage. So good luck with that. Let me know how it goes. If you have any stories you want to share about wheatgrass juice, leave them in the comments. Any questions about how I grew it. I was going to try to do a video on how I grew the wheatgrass, but I don't think it came out right. I'll work on it and see what I can come up with, what I can try to like slop together, because it's really a mess right now. I mean, that's pretty much it. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and harvest the rest of my wheatgrass. I actually have a second tray in there, so I have a lot of work to do. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. I'm super excited about this, and I hope you guys also embark on this wheatgrass journey, because I'm telling you, I'm not bullshitting. It tastes amazing. So, alright, I'll talk to you guys later.